I was shooting some 77 grain Black Hills open tip match, which should just shoot lights out.
It's nice and smooth, and not a lot of slop, not a lot of play. I mean, there's a little bit.
They do hold 6 rounds in the magazine. That is so we can get a total of 25 shots. Let's see how it performs.
We're running nearly the same action from the 93, and it is smooth.
Number 10, Aero Precision Solus Competition, $2,500. Aero Precision has jumped headfirst into the PRS market with its new Solus competition rifle. Chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, this rifle has all the features PRS shooters look for, but with the price tag and quality that Aero is known for. Starting at the muzzle end of the 22-inch Sendro profile barrel, there are 5/8 by 24 muzzle threads for attaching your favorite muzzle device or silencer. This barrel is stainless steel, free-floated within the handguard with M-lock cutouts along the sides and on the bottom, and a full-length ARCA rail on the bottom. The Solus uses either AICS or AIAW magazines for feeding and has an ambi paddle style mag release. The thumb rest is on the right-hand side of the rifle and features 2 small Allen screws, making it fully adjustable for the individual shooter. The Aero Solus is the perfect example of what the industry needs. As this design uses a hybrid of other designs, it is not single-point parts and service.
So you have just the little knurled things that turn. What are these called?
Knobs, I guess.
Knobs.
What's going to be my first choice, and when is that going to happen?
Also, I want to note that this whole thing is indeed aluminum. What you're looking at is an aluminum chassis.
Number 9, American Tactical Black Creek TRX Bronco, $1,500. The TRX Bronco Scout is genuine utility rifle. It is a bolt-action rifle that sits in an aluminum chassis, feeds from AR-10 SR-25 magazines, and shoots 1 MOA out of the box. It is part of Black Creek's newest line of Bronco bolt-action rifles and the answer to a compact, accurate rifle for the ranch, range, or backcountry. It uses the 2-piece Bronco adaptable chassis system with a 10-inch forend. The chassis is made of aircraft-grade aluminum and is fitted with an AR-15 collapsible stock. The TRX Bronco Scout ships with a barrel shroud that protects the barrel from impacts and allows the mounting of 1913 PIC-compatible forward-mounted sights and accessories. The TRX Bronco uses the Black Creek TRX short action, which can be chambered in 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor. It feeds from double-stacked AR-10 SR-25 magazines and is guaranteed to shoot 1 MOA with suggested commercial ammunition. The TRX action is fitted with a TriggerTech REM 700 field trigger, making it one of the smoothest shooting rifles available in its class.
I've also taken 3 coils off the spring to make this a lot easier.
The actual stock is an inch shorter than the TRX Hunter as well.
I was shooting some 77 grain Black Hills open tip match, which should just shoot lights out.
Number 8, B&T USA APC 223 Pro, $1,000. The APC 223 556 utilizes a piston operating system optimized for use with a suppressor and can be regulated by way of an adjustable gas valve. It can be tuned as the weapon becomes increasingly fouled due to heavy firing schedules or prolonged use with a suppressor. The piston design not only increases the reliability of the operating system in adverse conditions, but also traps less gas within the system. Just like the APC-9, the APC 223 556 rifle caliber platform utilizes a hydraulic buffer system to significantly reduce felt recoil and muzzle rise, all while providing increased terminal performance, intermediate barrier penetration, and sheer energy on target, all in a size optimized for discrete deployment. APC rifles' caliber platforms are compatible with a myriad of B&T accessories. Thanks to the modularity of the system, APC 223 556 accessories are quickly and easily replaced installed at the user level.
B&T 223 full auto APC.
Moving down to the barrel. So the barrel is really excellent. So we have a 16.5 inch barrel.
Number 7, Bergara B14 Wilderness HMR, $1,500. The B14 Wilderness HMR rifle features an integrated mini chassis molded into the stock to give the rifle repeatable bedding and accuracy. This rifle is also outfitted with a Bergara performance trigger. The Wilderness HMR is for the hunter that wants a no-nonsense performer that is built to withstand the backcountry. The Wilderness HMR features a sniper gray Cerakoted Bergara barrel threaded 5/8 to 24 inch with Omni muzzle brake. All Wilderness Series rifles are complete with a super smooth B14 action in sniper gray Cerakote finishes for advanced protection in extremely harsh weather. This two-lug system with a sliding plate extractor and a coned bolt nose and breech to ensure a smooth feeding and extraction of the cartridge. A 5-round AICS detachable magazine is standard with our Wilderness HMR rifle.
Another nice thing about the stock is that it has QD mounts on both sides, fore and aft.
It's nice and smooth, and not a lot of slop, not a lot of play. I mean, there's a little bit.
Bergara's won me lunch a couple times out to about 500 yards.
Number 6. Bersa Bar 15 MGP $1,000. The Bar 15 and Bar 9 series from Bersa are AR rifles and pistols designed to Bersa's exacting standards and entirely American-made guns. Bersa's Bar 15 line includes a trio of guns, a 7.5-inch barrel AR pistol, and a pair of rifles with 16-inch barrels. All 3 Bar 15 options are chambered in 5.56 NATO. The Bar 15 7.5-inch 556 MFT is an AR pistol with some mission-first tactical, hence the name MFT. The Bersa Bar 15 16-inch 556 Magpul has a Magpul Mo stock and pistol grip. This carbine length AR is shown with a 32.5-inch length with the stock collapsed and 35.75 inches with the stock fully extended. Thanks to the adjustable stock, this gun can be adjusted for length of pull according to the shooter's needs. Features include a Class 3 hard anodized finish for resistance to wear, a 1-inch 7 twist rate, and an empty weight of 6 pounds 4 ounces. As for the Bar 15 6-inch 556 MFT, it's another carbine-length AR with features quite similar to those of the other carbine in the line. Number 5. Italian M91 Carcano Cavalry Rifles, $1,500. The Carcano is an Italian bolt-action rifle used from 1891 through World War II. It uses a 6-round Mannlicher-style internal end block clip that auto-drops out the bottom on the last round. The Carcano uses a Mannlicher clip setup. In the middle of so many overpowered rifle rounds in late 1800s and early 1900s, the 6.5 by 52 Carcano is almost futuristic. While other nations were fielding beastly 30 cal cartridges like the 30-06 and 7.62 by 54R, the Italians were running a more reasonable cartridge at 1900 foot-pounds of energy. There are pros and cons to the Carcano like any rifle. The cartridge is more reasonable and a better choice than most other cartridges of the same age. The fact it uses a weird bullet diameter is a pain in the ass for owners today because bullets are harder to find. For the rifle, the bent bolt is nicer to use than a straight bolt, though the action feels much rough and slower than something like a Lee Enfield No. 1 MK3 or a No. 4 MK1. The clip system is a bit faster than stripper clips, but it brings additional possible points of failure. Sights on the Carcano vary depending on your model. Both the original M91 adjustable sight and the newer M38 fixed sights have wide V-notch rear sights and a simple front post. The M91s and some M91 38s have adjustable sights that adjust to ridiculous ranges you'd never be able to make a hit at. Number 4. Hakim and Rashid Rifles, $2,000. The Rashid, or sometimes known as the Rashid, is a semi-automatic carbine, derived from the Hakim rifle and used by the Egyptian military. Only around 8,000 were made. The Rashid was designed by the Swedish engineer Erik Eklund, who based it on his previous Hakim rifle, which was itself a slightly modified version of the Swedish AG M42 rifle. The carbine resembles the Soviet SKS carbine, particularly in the permanently attached pivoting blade bayonet, which appears identical to its Russian counterpart. The carbine features a rear ladder sight with a battle position for short-range fire. The semi-automatic mechanism is gas-operated through the direct impingement system. The Rashid has a 10-round magazine capacity.
As mentioned, you can load these with stripper clips, but I prefer the old-fashioned way of clicking individual rounds in.
This is a direct impingement form right here, and I guess you could say functionality.
Number 3. K31, $1,000. The Carabiner Model 1931 is a magazine-fed, straight-pull bolt-action rifle. It was the standard issue rifle of the Swiss Armed Forces from 1933 until 1958, though examples remained in service into the 1970s. It has a 6-round removable magazine and is chambered for the 7.5 by 55 mm Swiss Gewehrpatron 1911 or GP11, a cartridge with ballistic quality similar to the 7.62x51mm NATO 308 Winchester cartridge. Each rifle included a 6-round detachable box magazine with matching stamped serial number. A stripper clip can be used to load the magazine from the top of the receiver.
The hammer actually has about half the distance to fire as earlier Schmidt-Rubin rifles.
Now, they do hold 6 rounds in the magazine. That is so we can get a total of 25 shots. Let's see how it performs.
And you know, serial numbered, all matches.
Number 2. Mosin Nagant M9130, $500. The Mosin Nagant is a 5-shot bolt-action internal magazine-fed military rifle. Known officially as the 3-line rifle M189, and informally in Russia and the former Soviet Union as Mosin's rifle, it is primarily found chambered for its original 7.62x54mm R cartridge. Developed from 1882 to 1891, it was used by the armed forces of the Russian Empire, the Soviet Union, and various other states. It is one of the most mass-produced military bolt-action rifles in history, with over 37 million units produced since 1891. In spite of its age, it has been used in various conflicts around the world up to the present day.
The PU snipers they started production in 1942, so you'd never find an original one.
They were never really intended to be removed. That's why you see a lot of these guns.
Number 1. Swedish Mauser M1896, $1,000. Swedish Mausers are a family of bolt-action rifles based on an improved variant of Mauser's earlier model 1893, but uses the 6.5x55mm Swedish cartridge, and incorporating unique design elements as requested by Sweden. The M96 rifle used a triangular front sight post and a rear tangent sight with a V-shaped notch. When folded down, the rear sight is graduated from 300 to 600 meters in 100-meter increments. When flipped up, the rear sight is graduated from 700 to 2,000 meters. The iron sights line was matched for the trajectory of 6.5x55mm M94 ball service ammunition loaded with a round-nosed bullet.
Just so sweet. And again, these things have been used for over 100 years to hunt moose and just everything around the planet.
We're running nearly the same action from the 93, and it is smooth.
From 1941 onwards, the introduction of 6.5x55mm M94 ball ammunition loaded with a boat-tailed Spitzer bullet necessitated adapting the iron sight lines with a new M41 rectangular post, and the rear sight element was altered to have a U-shaped notch and match the flatter trajectory of the new service round. That's all we have for you, folks. Join us next time.